Aunt tries to ruin my wedding. I'm getting married tomorrow, and my aunt just tried to ruin my wedding by creating chaos because what else would she do? This aunt has a long history of accepting invitations to events and then creating some elaborate story days or sometimes hours before to not come. However, she seemed excited enough this time, and I thought maybe it was an important enough milestone for me, so she will finally show up. Keep in mind, I've been talking to her about the wedding frequently. She showed me her dress, asked for directions to find the venue. She asked me to invite her sons. Originally, only her was invited because I don't have a strong enough relationship with them and because we are having a small wedding. We invited her months ago, and until yesterday, I would never have guessed what has transpired in the last 24 hours. My aunt messaged me to ask me to invite her mother, a very ill and fragile lady who's 92 years old. I said yes and that I needed to check with the venue to accommodate her. Her mom uses a wheelchair and she travels with a nurse, so it wouldn't be only her but also the nurse that I had to make room and get food for. I spent hours trying to figure things out with the venue folks. Keep in mind this is happening 2 days before the wedding. After that initial message, she then said, no, sorry for asking, it was rude for me to ask you that so close to the date. She went silent, didn't answer messages or phone calls for more than 12 hours. But then she sent a message to the group chat with all the guests saying she wouldn't attend but said nothing to me directly. I messaged her again thinking something bad happened. I was so worried about her. Then she finally replies back and tells me that she's deeply offended me, could not tolerate anyone making her beg for her mom to attend any event. She never had to beg BTW. Oh, and she adds that she still loves me but that it was a very rude thing for me to do even when I was told by her before many times of the fragile state of her mom and how difficult it was for her to be outside. I told her that I was trying to be mindful of her condition and that it was a very hurtful thing to do, that I was disappointed of her actions. She then proceeded to tell me that I was closed-minded and that she was not going to attend because I did not deserve her presence and that I was not that young anymore. I should be sleeping right now, but needed to write this down somewhere to make sense of what happened. Update. The wedding was a great success. I was crying tears of joy the whole time because our friends and family surprised us more than once with gifts and gestures to show their love. I'm not a very extroverted person when it comes to throwing parties, and this experience of planning a wedding had me very anxious, but the result exceeded any expectations. I write this from my bed while I'm sore all over from so much dancing and laughing. As for the toxic aunt, I sent her a single message: goodbye. After that, I blocked her everywhere possible and showed my family the messages. They all told me to send her to hell together, and there she will stay, more alone than she already is with her lies and her poison. I don't even wish her ill, I just don't have any more time to waste on abusive people. Thanks to all the comments I received on this post, I felt mentally at peace enough to completely forget about her. Thanks all for your empathy and kind words.